Welcome to a very special episode of Permit Room Film Club. I'm talking about a topic that I'm most passionate about today, which is probably, without making further tall claims, it's feedback. ఎవ్రీ ప్రోడక్ట్ క్యాపిటలిజంలో ప్రతి ప్రోడక్ట్ ఫిలిం వదిలేసి వేరే ప్రోడక్ట్స్ జస్ట్ క్యాపిటలిజం అంటే ఒక సెల్ ఫోన్ కానీ ఒక స్టార్టప్ కానీ ఒక యాప్ కానీ గోస్ త్రూ ఫీడ్బ్యాక్ లూప్స్. యూట్యూబ్ ఫర్ ఇన్స్టెన్స్ స్టార్టెడ్ యాజ్ డేటింగ్ యాప్, వీడియోస్ పెట్టి. అండ్ యూట్యూబ్ యూట్యూబ్ స్టార్టెడ్ as a dating app, and then they had less uploads, and then they pivoted into a complete video app. So these pivots, this relooking at the whole thing is very important, especially in the world of cinema. Now, when you're a filmmaker, I totally get it because I also deal with it. I make films, and as directors, we have egos. We have a very big creative ego, and we don't like it to be messed with. So here I am. If you're a filmmaker, I totally get it. I totally get it that you're protective of your vision and you're protective about your film and your aesthetic. I am too. Uh, for better or worse, I think I have a voice, a style of filmmaking, and it's very important that I continue to make films with that style honored. But at the same time, there is such a thing as in capitalism profits. If you just give in to your creative vision and ego and say, I want to make the movie exactly the way I want, but I'll not care about what any of the audience members say or what any of the feedback giving human beings who are the paying members of your film. I do not care about what any of these audience members say, or you say, they just don't get it. నా విజన్ వాళ్ళకి అర్థమైతలేదు. నా ఫిలిం నాకు నచ్చినట్టు చేస్తా. ఎనీ ఆఫ్ దీస్ ideologies actually lead to a bit of a dark place called loss. Okay, I know a thing or two about money, much like all of you guys. After mother and father, money is the next thing that we are most attachment to because చిన్నప్పటి నుంచి we exchange money for valuable things, be it a chocolate or a house or a tip paid to somebody that gave you good service, whatever it is, you kind of get the emotion of money is like big. So though people just call it material, it's not. It's the thing that levels everything. A lot of time people ask me people ask or wonder what is the greatest invention mankind made. I call it capitalism because it gives everyone a chance to get into the market, hustle, and win. Even if you're a nobody, even if you come without a background, you can actually win. అండ్ ఫిల్మ్ మేకింగ్ ఒక చాలా డెమోక్రటిక్ ఆర్ట్ ఫామ్ వేరే ఎవరైనా ఒక ఫిల్మ్ చేయొచ్చు ఇవాళ రైట్ నౌ దిస్ ఎపిసోడ్ ఈస్ బీయింగ్ రికార్డెడ్ ఇన్ 2 cameras here. Both these cameras are more than enough to make a movie. In fact, we might with these cameras soon. But what I mean to say is there's never been a time where filmmaking has been more accessible. Multicam setups are easy. Audio capturing audio even in chaotic situations is very easy. The lavalier mics, the technology of the lavalier mics has taken off in the last 10 years and at a very inexpensive price. So with all these in mind, the only problem we have is feedback. I know that you're protective, but it's the audience that pays. So if you take feedback and it hurts when feedback comes, it straight sometimes attacks the vision of your film, which is your creative ego. And it does hurt. You do take a hit. But I promise you that it hits much harder if you were to lose the money. So before I got into filmmaking, I did like experience losing money. And I made a promise to myself I'll never lose money in films. And I didn't. Everything I ever made got monetized into something further. So if I spent 2 lakhs, it got monetized into a movie worth around about a crore, and that got sold for around about two. I'm not gonna reveal too much, but of course there's interest rates, and of course there are rents to be calculated. But even with all that included, I have kind of known that keeping your costs low and keeping your ego grounded is the best way to win at films. So when I say feedback and ego grounded, they both go hand in hand. So when you're doing a feedback screening with a bunch of audiences, they are bound to give you varied opinions, and you gotta like take enough feedback to be better at recognizing what is the best way to make your film win in the market. Oftentimes, I see people like spend too much in getting to the first cut where feedback is not even possible. So, which is why I come back to the point, keep your costs low, but take a lot of feedback. It's one of the reasons I have a career. When you take feedback, you get opinion from hundreds of people. And then as you filter through all of that, you become better at recognizing the patterns. A lot of people are going to love certain aspects of your film, and those are the aspects that will make you the most money. There'll be aspects of the film that you love a lot and you really believe in it, but there'll be one or two people kind of attacking it. Then you know that it's working, because it's just one or two people attacking it. uh, Also, the dumbest thing to do, personally, I believe, is when a filmmaker says, "That's just not my audience." No, everybody is a potential audience member, and whatever feedback they gave, you just gotta be humble about it and say thank you, and then take the hit for a night. And usually, your creative brain is gonna give you solutions. If you just allow yourself to be vulnerable enough and say, "I will fix it," and no matter what, I'm gonna make my movie profitable and successful, you're gonna figure a way. With enough fit, any product with enough development becomes scalable. Any business with enough development becomes scalable. So any film, by that logic, and I've seen this happen, even if you finish shooting the film and you can't go back and reshoot it, just using edit, and today you have AI to generate visuals, you have sound design. Even if you have one character on board, if you have seen the aesthetic of How I Met Your Mother, there are people talking to the camera. If you see Modern Family, there are people being interviewed in the middle of the episode. So you can come up with new aesthetics to kind of explain the story and make it more clear while keeping it entertaining. And your movie can actually win and make a lot of money, and your vision will still be yours to protect if you can just do this one thing, which is take feedback and let it affect you, but then come back and see how you can solve it. And only you, as a filmmaker, is best suited to solve the issue in your film. But for that, you got to be good at taking feedback. So let me take a minute to actually inform you something. I see this is a big problem area for a lot of films, is not being able to take feedback. One of the reasons I think Amir Khan is one of the greatest commercial success in the country in terms of how many hit films he has and how many classics he's made. He's a big proponent of feedback. He himself has spoken of how a film can be made a big hit by taking enough feedback and making enough changes. So this is like the most successful filmmaker of the country saying that feedback is the reason he's a success. And that's also one of the reasons his films sometimes take a lot of time. I actually follow the same thing. I just happen to be doing it at a different budget. So I'm gonna tell you, we are coming up with a vertical where we've become really good at taking feedback now. We have become really good at crystallizing the data and not getting confused about it. So we're coming up with a vertical where we help a lot of movies, uh, and of course we're gonna charge for it because it's a highly specialized skill that we got good at over a decade. So you can just buy this expertise of us at Permit Room Film Club. We are very passionate about making small films profitable. So this is, uh, at a really fraction of the price that you will lose your film. Like, think of it like a small investment to make perhaps a crore. So whatever it is, we're gonna come up with a vertical where we're gonna give you great feedback, very honest, very transparent, over maybe 100 different audience members giving you very objective feedback, and we'll actually crystallize it. You'll also get all the individual feedback from all of those people, but you'll also get a very crystallized summation of what I believe and what we at Permit Room Film Club believe is the best direction to take. And it's no bullshit, true value, and it's the kind of shit that makes your film a big success in the market, makes your film saleable, marketable, and profitable. And if these three words don't excite you, I'm sure they will at some or the other point. And at that time, come find us at Permit Room Film Club. We're gonna make this vertical come to light soon. But for now, this is something you can just do on your own. It's just gonna take you years to get good at it, but it's worthwhile. It's a worthwhile investment in yourself. Or if you just approach us for help whenever we make it live, this vertical, we'll help you with it. And in the process, you can save years of learning, and you'll get very quick at recognizing good feedback. So from the next time onwards, maybe you can take better feedback for your own film. So on that note, I'm just going to conclude by saying a film is ultimately, in the world of capitalism, anything you make is just a product. And it is the cold, harsh truth. Of course, I'm an artist and it's not just a product, I get it. But you want to make money, it is just a product. So let's just look at it in this cold way. A film is just a product that has to be sold to enough people at a certain price to make it profitable. And the only way that happens is if you take feedback and make it more friendly to your target audience, and make sure reach out to more of your target audience. So we are figuring out solutions for all of this at Permit Room Film Club. This is an ongoing research and an ongoing revolution. We really believe in this. And on that note, take more feedback and take more feedback and make more money. Take more feedback and make more profits. Sounds good? It's simple. Just do it.